The landslide dam, which completely blocked Canada's major Chilcotin River on July 31, leaving it completely dry downstream, has just collapsed, resulting in a significant and damaging flood that has washed away entire buildings. This collapse began slowly as around 8 a.m. on August 5 the lake, which had been building in volume and height behind the dam, reached an elevation of 577 meters, 49 meters or 161 feet deeper than the river's typical level at its deepest point. This height marked the exact height on the lowest part of the dam, which happened to be on the river's northern bank, causing water to slowly begin advancing over it. As this occurred, part of the water began seeping into gaps in underlying landslide debris, which soon breached the eastern side of the landslide. Carrying heavy particulates and rock fragments, the lower channel continued to erode away at all sides until the top of the landslide deposit gave way. Then, the landslide breach continued to expand, going from releasing 500 cubic meters per second at 9:50 to 3,000 cubic meters per second of water at 12:30. Equating to 12 times its normal volume this time of year, or 25% higher than the rate of water which flows through Niagara Falls. As a result, a flood watch was immediately upgraded to a flood warning along a 106-kilometer-long stretch of the Chilcotin and Fraser Rivers all the way south to Big Bar Creek. Alongside this, 11 properties in the vicinity of Big Bar Creek were given evacuation alerts. While initial models suggested flood heights, destroyed structures just to the east might reach upwards of 15 meters or 49 feet above the normal river level, geolocated footage seems to suggest the water level only reached up to 9 meters or 30 feet above the normal river level. As the floodwater scoured the riverbank, at 11:45 it reached an evacuated settlement, completely washing away 4 structures and entirely flooding a 5th building. At 12:20 the floodwaters reached another group of buildings, completely washing away 2 more structures and widening the river bank by 65 meters or 213 feet via a 5-meter high flood. At 12:27, it reached the Farwell Canyon Bridge, scouring the riverbank and ground surrounding its base. Even though this bridge has thankfully not collapsed, at least not yet, once this flood is over, it should be closed until it is determined to be structurally safe. By the time the floodwaters reached the confluence of the Fraser River, it had swept away thousands of tons of rock and sediment along with tens of thousands of trees, forming a giant mass of debris which could cause problems further downstream. At 2025, a 2.5-meter high flood reached the properties under the recently made evacuation alerts near Big Bar